Welcome to What's Trending, the show keeping you in the know with all that's happening in lifestyle and entertainment. I'm your host, Stacey Campbell Marshall. We're heading into what's considered the peak of the hurricane season. And on this day, the great Andress hurricane of 1929 battered the capital and Andress, sitting stationary over these islands for nearly 3 days. The economic impact would be felt for years later. And this high-end Category 4 hurricane occurred during the peak of the sponging era, leading to 70% of sponging vessels being destroyed and more than 100 lives lost. This evening, we want to keep our friends, brothers, and sisters in Florida in our prayers as the Category 3 storm Helene closes in. What old seems to be new again? It looks like Gen Z is on a nostalgic kick, reviving a pocket-sized game beloved by millennials. Remember the Tamagotchi Gigapet? Well, according to a recent article in the New York Post, sales for the digital device doubled over the last year. So much so that the brand behind the popular toy opened its first brick and mortar company in the UK this year. And if you don't know much about the Gigapet, the pint-sized toy and accessory was a hit in the 90s, allowing users to care for a virtual pet. But now you can connect with friends, play on Wi-Fi, and download different add-ons. Sounds like fun. Oh, nah, what's her name? She's Rihanna, and her brand new wax figure just revealed in Madame Tussauds. The billionaire entertainer, mother, and Caribbean gal is the latest celebrity to be cloned for the Wax Museum's London location. And listen, her and this wax museum figure are definitely twinning. The recreation of the baby blue dress and braids that the mogul wore at the 2019 British Fashion Awards, it's spot on. In today's show, we take a look at World Maritime Day and what that means for us. Custom stationery for just about any occasion, and Cultured Clothing is in the building to strut their new collection. This and so much more after the break, so stay with us.
Good to glow, keeping you in the know, keeping you in the know. God, that's good enough to eat, and it's good to grow. It's good enough to eat, that is good to grow.
A new initiative is set to boost the local fishing and farming industries in Exuma as a cooperative prepares to open its much-anticipated fish and farm store in Georgetown. Slated for launch later this year, the store will provide a vital hub for residents and local businesses, offering a wide range of fishing and farming essentials to support the island's agricultural and marine activities.
So we're doing craft work, beekeeping, the fishing poisons, and the farmers. You know, we put everybody together in one group. And we at our site here is where this is the site where we're gonna have the farmers gonna set up out here, but we're using the building right here next door. The building is gonna be for our store.
The cooperative, which includes local fishers, farmers, and community leaders, aims to fill a growing need for easily accessible supplies on the island. By creating this central location, the cooperative hopes to make it easier for Exuma's farming and the fishing communities to access high-quality tools, equipment, and products necessary for their trade.
We'll be growing onions, I should say plain vegetables, broccoli, lettuce, cabbage. We also be cucumbers, onion, tomatoes. They are products that are needed here for the restaurant and household to function.
Ultimately, though, the aim is to encourage the youth to consider agriculture as a career.
We lost almost a generation. So what you see here today is the older generation, where we are trying to indoctrinate the next one behind us. That's one generation we totally missed. So part of what we're doing at the co-op is trying to show young men and women that agriculture wasn't their pickaxe farming and grow up like their grandfathers and grandmother. And we could do it. We have the soil, we have the water, and we have the will. And I'm convinced that we're going to do it.
Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
Hardware is the helpful place. Everything you need under one roof. From electrical, paint, plumbing, outdoor, barbecue, automotive, lawn and garden, pet supply, houseware, and seasons. Hurricane season is now here. So for all your hurricane needs, we have a 25% off bargain zone.
Hey, thanks. I would have given more stuff, but I didn't bring my money. I thought this was a glove, and I thought everything was free. Finally know what it is now. Ace.
We're located on St. Albans Drive, West Bay Street. Open Monday to Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and closed for lunch 2 p.m. to 3 p.m.
Today is World Maritime Day, and I'm sure we all can benefit from learning more about the maritime industry. This day is typically observed every year on the last Thursday in September to highlight the importance of maritime safety, security, and protection of the marine environment. It will highlight the importance of safety at sea in an era of significant transformation and risks. While the Bahamas follows behind Liberia and Panama, it is one of the largest registries for cruise passenger ships in the world. The Bahamian fleet comprises some 1,650 ocean-going vessels, totaling over 53 million gross tons. The Bahamas Maritime Association handles all things maritime for the country. This year's theme is Navigating the Future, Safety First. Now, one thing I like to see is more women getting involved in the maritime industry. Joining us now in studio to delve deeper into women's roles in the industry is the Assistant Port Controller, Lana Bethel. Hi, Lana.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
So glad you're here. So tell me, how did you get involved in the maritime industry?
Wow, it's a great question. To be honest with you, I always wanted to study law. That was my main focus at first. I was born and raised in Freeport, Grand Bahama, and we all know Freeport is such a maritime-centric island, right? You always hear about maritime and these notable port facilities in Freeport. And so having this knowledge about the maritime industry from very early on, you know, I decided, why not specialize with my law degree? And that's how I, you know, studied maritime.
Now listen, you have this law degree, but you're also working on your PhD. So
Yeah.
tell me about that.
So yes, I'm working on my PhD as well, which is quite the task, you know, quite an ambitious task of mine, but I just believe it is so important to not ever get comfortable in whatever career it is that you choose, but to always try and improve yourself. And the maritime sector is constantly changing, it's evolving, you know, there's a focus on sustainability now, and so with the PhD, I'm able to do research on how we can be more environmentally friendly, how we can protect our marine environment more, and so that's my opportunity to just delve more deeply into the sector.
Wonderful. And, you know, talking about women, how are women breaking through? How do you see them breaking through in this industry?
Yeah, I think for us as women, I think it's more advocacy that's helping us to break through. We have, for example, the International Maritime Organization that has deemed May 18th International Day for Women in Maritime. So the Bahamas Maritime Authority, for example, hosted a wonderful panel this year at the Harry Seymour Library, University of the Bahamas, where they featured a panel of amazing and dynamic women. And I was so blessed to be one of those women, to be able to advocate for more women to come into the industry and see themselves being a part of it. So I think advocacy is what's helping us to break through.
And tell me, why do you think more women should consider, you know, going into this industry?
Because, you know, it's always been the thought that maritime is a male-dominated field. But when you think about maritime, it's more than just shipping and saying that you're a captain of a vessel. You know, you have to think about the paperwork that's involved in this. You know, women can get involved in the maritime logistics and port management aspect of it. You have the legal aspect, which I'm passionate about. You know, these vessels, as they're traversing our waters, sometimes, you know, things happen. So you need engineers, you need people who can make sure that the vessels are seaworthy. You can tell I'm passionate about it, right?
I love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just so many things that's involved in it. There's education, there's training, there's law enforcement, you know what I mean? There's just so much. You need agents, you need brokers. Women can find themselves involved in any aspect of the maritime industry. It's more than just saying you're going on board a vessel for many months and away from your family. You can be, you know, on shore like me.
Yes, Vice.
Working in an office.
Yes, good. Lana, thank you so much. You're so impressive. We appreciate you being here. If you see some buildings with blue lights, it's not an alien invasion. It's the veining. It's the celebration of World Maritime Day. We'll have more after the break.
Beginning Monday, September 16th, it's the new lineup of ZNS News and Current Affairs, 6 p.m. It's What's Trending, Lifestyles in the Afternoon with Stacey Campbell Marshall, 6:30. We head to the north for the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition, 7 p.m. It's the Bahamas Tonight National Report, followed by the Bahamas Tonight Access, now at 7:30. Then at 8 p.m., your nightly news analysis show, The Rundown, with Clint Watson, and 11 p.m., the Bahamas Tonight at 11 with Royston Jones. It's a full lineup of the new ZNS, and it starts Monday, September 16th. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Thanks for staying with us on What's Trending. The right stationery can make or break any event, especially if it's your special day. What can be more memorable than that? Well, one local company, Saint to Saint Creative, pulls out all the stops with standout stationery for weddings and other special events. Tracy Luzant is the owner of Saint to Saint Creative Co., and she's here live in studio. So welcome to the studio, Tracy.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Now listen, Tracy, these are really beautiful and intricate designs. How did you get into this? What made you decide to do this?
Well, we have always had a creative eye, I would say, since 2005. I started making flyers for school, designing, and so it elevated as I grew older into stationery work and signage work.
All right, so when a client comes in, you know, sometimes they have a whole bunch of ideas or they may not have any idea at all what they want. How do you walk them through the process?
Well, the consultation process is a very key process at our company. If a client doesn't have any idea or if they have too many, that's fine. We have a plethora of designs they can choose from. They can get inspiration online and we hook them up. We make what you want. We make your dream come true.
Good, that sounds good. So tell me about some of these. You know, I find that these millennial weddings and baby showers, things are getting like really, really, you know, big these days and everybody wants something. So tell me about some of these. I see this was for a baby blessing?
Yes, this was for a christening this is actually the co-owner's godson. So she made this specifically for him. And we also do graduation signs as well, but we specialize in the bridal industry. So you have right here a seating chart, let your guests know where they're seating, greet them on the sign as well, and behind you as well.
This one is really nice.
Yes, that's an acrylic sign. So with this one, we use a special material called vinyl, where we cut that out ourselves, and we can decorate the back with different color paints, and it's very gorgeous.
Okay, and this is another one of the seating charts. These are very popular at weddings.
Yes, they are.
It takes away that paper flipping around.
Yes.
It looks much nicer. So tell me about, this is one of your more intricate wedding designs. So tell me about this.
So the fall season is here and winter is coming up as well. So this is one of our favorite designs. It is a winter and wonderland design.
Oh, this is a wedding invitation?
This is an invitation.
So it comes in this box.
Yes, it does.
It's delivered to people in this box and you open it up.
You open it up.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sure.
Oh, wow, look at that. And it has the invitation on that mirror. That is really, really beautiful. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is very creative.
Thank you.
Things have really advanced. So this is a popular trend. What are some other trends that you're seeing for the season?
Yeah, so the best trend right now is the wedding mirrors. You can use them to take selfies. We don't have one on set right now, but we offer that service as well. Your guests can just walk up, read the little message that you have on the mirror, take a picture, upload it to their Instagram using your hashtag. Your hashtag can be on the mirror as well. It's a very trending product.
Nice. This all looks really, really good. Now, where are you located? How do people get in touch with you?
Okay, so we have an office not too far from ZNS, actually. We're right in Palmdale. Near Home Fabrics, upstairs in the Darfield Plaza, right upstairs.
Oh, nice. And your Instagram, your social media?
Our Instagram name is Sani Meraki Designs for now.
Okay.
That's about to change, and it's the same thing for Facebook as well. Sani Meraki Designs.
Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us in studio and filling us in on what goes on to make memories, really good memories for so many people.
Yes.
Very, very nice. Later in the show, we'll have a sneak peek of a new clothing line launching at the end of the month. You do not want to miss it. That and so much more when we come back.
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
We have more than anyone else. We are the most. We are news leaders, and credibility is the order of the day.
Why don't you come to the most? Only the Sun can cover you better than our new digital product with exclusive stories and entertaining content.
We are the most. Community TV page and radio community announcements. The most viewers and listeners in the country.
We have the most years of the human history recorded. There's no archive like ours.
I came back home to bring you even more news and local programming. We're simply the most, the news at an S.
Hey everyone, it's your boy Vontae, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop. Keep going.
2 minutes to airtime. I came back home to make sure you have the most in news and entertainment. We're simply the most.
And I came back home to make sure that you have the most in information, education, entertainment, and inspiration. We're simply the most. The news at an S, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
I know with the weekend rolling in, we're always looking for somewhere that has the vibes. This location has a phenomenal sunset that may just fit the bill for you and your friends. Take a look.
So Sunset Beach Club, we kind of base it around, like you said, we're right on the water, probably the best sunset view you have in Nassau. And we just want Sunset Beach Club to be a place where people can come, after work, on the weekend, even during lunchtime, to just wind down, relax, and have a beautiful view of the ocean. What we celebrate the most, about our beautiful Bahamas is our water. So we want to bring all what's Bahamian to Sunset Beach Club, and also have a spot where locals and tourists alike can come and just sit back, relax, and enjoy. And also, if you look at our menu, the theme of our menu is, it's all light, refreshing, things you want to enjoy by the water, in the water, looking at the water.
Jamie Saunders of the Sunset Beach Club sums up what an experience would be like at the Oasis on the western strip of the island for patrons. It's also a happening spot for fun events, especially heading into the weekend.
So the event right now is called Casamigos Drink with Friends, and it's our end of summer celebration. And basically, we just wanted to close out the summer the right way. We have a great partnership with Casamigos, with CBL. And, we're doing a lot of work with the Diageo brands. So we just wanted to close out the summer with something big, something great. I don't know if you guys heard about or saw the Cinco de Mayo party that we had. It was a hit with Casamigos, so it's definitely you know, something that people look forward to here at Sunset Beach Club.
And while brand collaborations are welcome, Saunders admits that the club is always finding creative ways to keep their guests entertained with popular acts.
DJ Begins is a great collaborator, you know, of ours. We do a lot of work with him. So this is the end of summer party, but we do have a lot more things lined up for you, especially with the different brands we're working with CBL. So I kind of want to keep it a surprise for you guys, but I can give you a little hint. So tonight's all about Casamigos, and then we have something with Kettle One coming out pretty soon. But I'm going to keep you guys guessing. Just follow our socials, and you'll see more things coming out real soon.
And the vibes are right to set the tone for the weekend. In studio, we have owner Sturman Roll of Culture Clothing. He's with us to share some of his designs with us today. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We're so happy to have you. And before we get into the collection itself, because we have a fashion show, tell us how you formed the clothing company.
So the company actually started in 2018. Now, the interesting part about it was I was not one of the founders.
Okay.
So there were actually a few persons that started the company, like I said, in 2018. And then myself and another person, we both would have joined on with them this year, actually, for Independence Collection. And so this would be my official second collection with the company.
Very excited. And what do you have coming up for this very special month?
So this month is, of course, breast cancer. Well, next month will be breast cancer awareness, October. And so what we decided to do was that we wanted to create fashion that would have been something for a cause, but still also something that you can wear outside of the season. So we have some pieces that are actually on the nose, breast cancer, and then there are some things that are just pink that you could wear at any point.
And what went into some of the design, considerations for this?
The main thing that we thought about was we wanted it to be something that would have been something that anyone would want to wear. So it's not just like, maybe just for breast cancer, and then I put it back in the closet. But it actually would be something that you could wear to church, you could wear it to brunch, you could wear it to dinner, you could wear it to the office. So we wanted to make sure that it was something that was comfortable, but still stylish, that you would actually want to wear it.
All right, and you got some sizes for, everybody?
Everybody.
All right.
Everybody.
It's the big, sexy, and the slim,
big,
thickums?
small, in the middle.
All right.
Something for everybody.
Now tell me, before we, go to the fashion show, how do people find you? Give us their social, and where do they find you?
They can find us at culturedclothing.com, and that's with a K, Cultured and Clothing with a K. That's our website, and then they can also follow us on social media, Cultured Clothing Co. That's Instagram, Facebook, or they can send us an email at culturedclothing@gmail.com.
Great. So let's get to our fashion show. You brought a few things here for us. Tell us about it.
So this here is our dry fit. This would be our on-the-nose breast cancer design. As you can see, it has a ribbon in it, the part that's in her shirt.
Yes.
And on the inside of it, we have somewhat of a Bahamian pattern and fabric style. And then there is the colors that we wrap, which are the pinks. We have different shades of pink. And so this would be something that I would advise somebody if you're going to be doing Race for the Cure, you want to wear something that you wrap in the office. This would definitely be the pick for that.
Okay, great. Thank you, John. Came up. Thank you so much. And this is the Pink Sands line.
Yes, it's a part of the Pink Sands collection.
Okay,
yes.
Pink Sands collection. And we have, who else do we have coming out?
So this here is another part of the collection that we have, and it is a pink color block shirt. And in this one we have here, it's actually a unisex shirt. We wanted to have something, so this would be a part of something that you can wear any day. Like I said, we wanted to have something that person can just wear wherever or whenever. And this would be one of those pieces that you can just, if you decide that you're just feeling pink today, you can put it on.
Okay.
So it's both for men and women.
I see it's in the darker pink and the lighter,
Yes,
like you
so
have
we
on.
have different shades.
All right,
Yeah.
so you do have stuff for men and women.
Correct.
All right, good. And all of these designs, you're able to order them online, or is there a store that they can go into?
So they can actually order everything through our website. So they can message us on the Facebook page, and then And of course, if they need any help, we send them to the website and we'll be there to help them if they need it. But everything is done through the website. And then free delivery, who doesn't like
Oh, we love free delivery.
Right. So you don't even have to get up and leave your home. When you place an order, we'll make sure the order gets to you.
Now, how do you choose the fabrics? You know, when it comes into design, there's so many factors that go, you know, into play. How do you choose the fabrics? How do you design, how do you decide, what you want it to look like?
I think for me, one of the key factors was considering what I would actually wear. So I went in my closet and I was like, what did I buy recently? And I started looking and comparing fabrics and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I bought this shirt and this was a particular fabric. And so I basically just went based on that. And so, again, using things that are trending, that's in now. So, yeah.
And I guess you read a lot and see, you know, what the trends are out there.
Yeah.
In the future, do you have any, plans? What do you plan to expand? You know, the clothes are really beautiful. I was looking online; they're very beautiful. And how do you decide, okay, we're gonna choose this, cut this way? I mean, do you have any, models that you go after? And I really appreciate, like we were speaking earlier about having clothes that fit curvier women.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Those considerations, how do they come into play?
Well, that's definitely a big thing to consider because as Bahamians, we are the most bigger people, right? So you have to consider it cannot just be that we create for one body type. It has to be for everyone. And a lot of things, what we did also was we made sure that we had women a part of the process. So we made sure we was like, okay, well, we had this idea, we wanted to do that, and then we would send it over. Hey, what do you think about that?
Oh, good.
And so we had that feedback to say, I don't know, I'm not sure, or I don't know how that would fit bigger women. And so we wanted to make sure that we had something, that we had an opinion for somebody who's actually gonna wear it. Because I wouldn't just want to give you something to wear and that you have to wear it as a woman. So made sure we had that female opinion in the conversation.
That's very important. So how important was it for you to launch this specific line for Breast Cancer Awareness Month? So
for us, it was something that was important because we wanted to, again, had a fashion for a cause is essentially what we kind of deemed it as. So our thing is at the end of the month, based on what we make for this month, we're going to take some of the proceeds and actually give back to those who are actually in the fight of cancer. And so we wanted to not only just, because we have something that we'll be releasing called the Face of Strength, which is a part of our campaign. And this person, she's going to be somebody who's a survivor of cancer. And so we're going to ensure that we highlight this person so they talk of the triumphs, the struggles, and all of that dealing with breast cancer. And so we also wanted to do our part to make sure that we gave back. So it's not just about making money, but it's actually about, in turn, we take this and actually give back to those who are actually in need.
Great. So we're going to look at another design. Oh, well, come on now. What is this piece? Tell me about this.
So this one is actually one of the kaftans, and we have it again in 2 shades. So her shade is similar to what I have on, and the other one is similar to the shirt that he would have had on.
Okay, the darker pink.
And there's also for this, something that I thought was pretty cool. There's actually a thread on the inside where you can actually pull it in and actually make it more form-fitting.
To nip it more in the waist.
So
okay.
You have 2 options. So you can wear it as she's wearing it now, or you can actually wear it where it's more form-fitting.
Oh, this is really beautiful. I love the fringes on the end.
Thank you. Thank you.
Very, very nice. I see a lot. You all put a lot into this line.
Yeah, we thought about it. We really thought about it.
Thank you so much for being with us today. And tell us again where we can find you on social media. Tell us where they can go.
So you can find us Facebook, Instagram at Cultured Clothing, both of those with a K instead of a C, and then also at culturedclothing.com.
All right, it is clear that Cultured Clothing is on brand to stay. More with What's Trending after the break.
Are you ready for the hottest sports show on the market? It's called The Timeout, Sundays on the ZNet Television Network. In our first show, 4 decades of sports in the country.
Coming up in next week's show, hear how one remarkable individual beat the odds. We also have what's trending in social media and so much more. Well, that's the end of our show for this week. Join us on Monday at 6 p.m. for another exciting show on the ZNS Network. Have a great weekend, everyone.